Hi Aquarius, I'm Honey Moth Tarot and today I'm going to be doing your April 2025 reading. So before we begin, I just want to tell you a little bit about the full moon in April, just because I feel like full moons offer us a sort of guidance or like a theme for each month. So this particular full moon will be happening around the 12th, 13th of April, kind of depends where you are in the world, and it will be in the sign of Libra. So essentially that means that there is an emphasis on harmony, balance, equilibrium, as well as romantic relationships. So let's get into the reading. So right off the bat we have the Wheel, which is a completion of some sort. Something coming to an end, but then in turn also something beginning. And we have the Three of Swords. So I feel as though there is either something that's caused you a lot of pain, and so there's going to be an end of that, you know, like a realization that you're coming to terms with some sort of ending, and then therefore like the healing process starting. And then we have the Strength card, which is Leo energy. I believe that Sagittarius also got the Strength card, but from a completely different deck. So if you do have any Sagittarius placements, it may be worth checking out the Sagittarius April reading as well. But yeah, I feel like whatever this pain is, there is definitely like a sense of triumph in this healing, because you are kind of like gradually taming the beast. And I feel like you're like gradually finding more enjoyment in life as well, because I feel like this three of twigs or the Three of Swords, it's a very difficult kind of energy to deal with. It's often like pain, heartbreak, you know, like a very painful ending. And so I think now you're kind of finding a lot more enjoyment. And then we have the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands is usually like some sort of conflict, one way or another. But I'm not really getting that. I'm kind of getting like a celebration almost, that you've like survived whatever this pain is. I will say, however, I am kind of getting an air of anger. But I don't necessarily see it as like a negative thing because, you know, it is like a human emotion. I'm not seeing any kind of like arguments, harsh words. But I'm seeing that you're able to kind of, I don't know, I'm getting this sense that you're kind of moving from pain and loss into kind of almost feeling a little bit angry about the situation. Angry about the way that somebody's mistreated you or misled you, is what I'm also hearing. So yeah, I mean, if you do feel angry, try to not, well, obviously I'm not, how do I word this? Make sure that your anger is expressed in a healthy way. You know, like, I'm not telling you to go and like argue with this person, but, you know, like, maybe scream into a pillow or kind of exert it physically through like exercise, that sort of thing. But yeah, don't be ashamed of your anger because it is a human emotion. And it's also a sign that you are healing, right? Because you're realizing that you were mistreated and therefore that you deserve better. So it's positive in that aspect. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. Reciprocity is the word that I got. So I think in realizing the way that you were mistreated, misled, you're now realizing what a healthy relationship or a healthy situation looks like, because you've experienced the opposite of that. And I'm also getting like giving to yourself as well. You know, kind of focusing on self-love at this time. Okay, so what else? Thank you. So we have the Temperance card, which is Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius did actually get this card as well. But as I said, with a completely different deck, so... So yeah, I'd definitely check that out if you have kind of any Sagittarius placements. So I feel like with this Nine of Cups energy, you kind of, like, after grieving the relationship, perhaps like focusing on your like mental health, you know, kind of coming to terms with the ending. there is like a happiness that things ended in a way, because it kind of made you realize like that you were being treated in a way that you didn't deserve. And so now I feel as though you're like happy being single, or there's like a contentment. And then we have the Emperor, which is Aries energy. Feeling more in control of your emotions, I think. Because I think there's like, you know, there's a whole kind of array of emotions throughout this reading, which, you know, that's like understandable to go through heartbreak, loss. But I feel as though you're a lot more like grounded and stable now. And I do feel as well there's like an air of transformation with this. Because we have all these kind of mushrooms that are like spawning on this log. And mushrooms are often kind of symbolic of transformation, because they, you know, they breed in like the worst environments. Like they thrive in darkness and damp, right? Okay. So any words of advice or encouragement? Sorry about that. So one of my nails did kind of pop off. So I had to kind of pause the video and glue that back on, but we're all sorted now. Ace of Twigs. Otherwise known as the Ace of Swords, which is a new beginning. But I am also getting that maybe this person, like whoever caused you this pain, they may message you. So obviously that is your prerogative as to whether you reply or not. But I'm kind of getting this sense of like peace and healing, and I just feel like by the time that this person messages you, I feel like you're just in completely different headspaces. But I also do want to warn you as well, with this being in line with the Five of Wands, you may be tempted to like angrily message this person. So yeah, again, obviously use your own discernment with that, but you know, I kind of would advise to not do that, because although it may feel kind of cathartic at the time, I just kind of feel like people that betray you or like cause you pain, especially to like the Three of Swords kind of extent, I don't know, I just wouldn't give them the satisfaction of knowing that you're still like thinking about them. Okay. So I'm going to get you guys an affirmation card. Feel free to use the affirmation card throughout the month of April or not. It's completely up to you. So I'm going to take this one. Do you dare wear your heart on your sleeve? Embrace fresh experiences. See, I feel as though you may be like in like an experimental phase with the Temperance card, like trying new things, different hobbies, kind of forms of like healthy distraction from this pain. Obviously take the time to process it, but you know, try not to dwell on it constantly. And now I'm going to get you guys an oracle card from the Moonology deck. So we have the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. So I feel like in kind of processing this pain, there is going to be some sort of like epiphany as to why this happened. Because I think maybe if you're still kind of in this stage of like processing it, it may just feel like the spirit, God, the universe is like ignoring you or isn't on your side. But I feel like this pain was, I don't know, it's kind of like the catalyst for allowing you to be more content within yourself. And last but not least, I'm going to get you guys an oracle card from the Divine Guidance deck. So can we get one last card for Aquarius? Bear with me as I just find the passage. So this is the Empowerment card. This card shows a gentle yet powerful opening and energy flow of the third chakra, the power center. Through your own willingness to stand tall and be all of who you are and what you are meant to be, you naturally vibrate a dynamic energy that has a positive and empowering effect on others. Through your own acts of self-kindness and self-love, you have given yourself permission to shine a gentle and loving strength. This is exactly what the world needs right now. You are giving the gift of self-empowerment to everyone you meet. So yeah, I feel like for the word strength to come out within that passage, I feel like you are stronger than you think you are. And I feel like this ending is going to be the catalyst of a new, empowered, confident you. Alright, Aquarius. Thank you for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye.